What is up, everyone? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans. Appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like button. More likes, more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we're going to go through the chats and make sure everything's running, and then we'll be getting started. It's going to be a short one today. It's 112 degrees in my house right now. I'm doing everything I can to not die. It's kicking. I'm just out running, trying to kick the bucket here. It's not having a good day. Just put it like that. Not having a good day. Thank you so much, Tumbleweed, for continuing the membership program for 12 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you, Tumbleweed. Thank you. All right. So, the protesters in Atlanta just ended the live. I didn't know that was going to happen. So, we're going to go back and skim through it. It's not too spicy, but they're mad about Cop City in Atlanta. In the past, they've set equipment on fire, and they even shot at a state cop, and the cop, I think it was like 2-3 cops, shot that individual multiple times until they died, and then everybody was all upset, like he didn't shoot at the police first, sitting in his little tent camping on Cop City property. So they're all mad about that. We're going to show a little bit of that stuff, then we're going to move on to a video titled Women Details Woes of Finding a Manly Liberal Partner, which doesn't even make any sense. That whole video just plan on being upset on how stupid this person is. And then we will be wrapping things up with a video titled Aspartame is a Possible Cause of Cancer, which I think is interesting because I can't have aspartame because it makes me throw up sand. You ever try to throw up sand? It's not a lot of fun. Blew all the blood vessels in this eye last time I went through that. I'm trying to think what I drank. I drank like a Powerade or a Gatorade Zero or whatever. Next thing you know, I was throwing up all night, throwing up that aspartame. Good stuff. It's good stuff. What's up, everyone over on YouTube? What's up, Lisa? What's up, Annette? What's up, Shanti? What's up, Salty Ragu? What's up, JT3? Happy freedom. What's up, Be Happy? Appreciate you doing the thing. What's up, Snooks? What's up, Clara? Let's see here. What's up, Adrian? What's up, Witchy12? Just reading through the chats. What's up, Debacles? What's up, F-Body? All right. Is it to you? There's no such thing. That's what I was screaming at the TV while I was scanning that video. There's no such thing as a manly liberal man. That's what makes them liberal. I thought they wanted that. We're going to get into it here in a second. What's up, everyone over on the secret YouTube channel? Happy freedom. What's up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Grey Wolf? What's up, Mr. Beans Beans? Appreciate you guys being here. Happy freedom. What's up, everyone over on Kick? What's up, Salty Ragu? Oh, Odyssey. Are we doing the thing? I never know. Oh yeah, I think we're good to go. What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom. And what about Rumble? Rumble, young man, Rumble. What's up, everyone over on Rumble? And what's up, everyone on jeffmaclive.com? Happy freedom. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get this started. There is a press briefing at 3 something. I'm not covering it. There's also a Trump something or other going on at like 4:10 or something. Not covering it. As soon as I get done with this, I am going outside and I'm going to jump in the lake or something because I am dying. Like, I am dying. I've like been sitting here putting ice packs to my skull, wiping my face with my towel. Now my face is all raw. I am dying here at the house and I cannot take it any longer. I almost didn't go live, but I told you guys I would, and I'm not a liar. So here we are doing the thing. We're going to skim through this protest video. It's protesters in Atlanta once again. They are... Oh, Snooks, hold on a second. There you go. These protesters are mad about Cop City. In this particular instance, they're mad because there's a bank that is giving the loan to the police department to be able to build Cop City, I guess. Serm, you're not seeing Rumble. It says we're live. It says there's 17 people watching. I can see myself live on the screen. I don't know. I don't know. I've talked to Rumble customer service a million times about this, and they're saying it's your fault. I don't know what else to do. I asked them if I need special links, if there's something wrong with the directory, if there's something wrong with my channel, and they're saying no, there's nothing wrong. And when I click the links, it goes straight to my channel. Everybody else seems to have issues with it. Customer service don't know. I don't know. I don't know why anybody can't get to Rumble. I don't know. I don't know. I have no answers. I have 0 answers. Thank you so much, Prairie Wind, for the $50 donation. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Go hang out somewhere with air conditioning today. I'm going to try. I need to cool down. Like, I'm on the brink of, like, throwing up. I'm so hot. Astral Hammer, streaming on Rumble does not exist. Then where does this link go that I just posted? Yeah, see, if I don't understand. I don't understand. This link right here goes right to the live where I am watching myself live right now. If it's non-existent, where did the link come from? That's a bold statement. Like, there it is. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know. Let's see. So we're going to get started on this nonsense. Like I said, it's protesters in Atlanta. They're mad about the bank giving these guys a loan to build Cop City. You know, 2 years ago, it was about police brutality. Police are not trained enough to do their job. We need better cops and all this stuff, and that's what the protesters were crying about. Well, in Atlanta, they're trying to build what they're calling a Cop City. It's a training facility so the officers can get the proper training they need to be able to go out in the streets and do business appropriately. And now the protesters are mad about that. They don't want them to get the proper training that they need because they may have to cut down some trees, and that's not fair to Earth. That's racist against the Earth. So now the protesters are mad. So, like I said, they ended the live right when I was kicking the live off, so we're just going to skim through this as much as possible. I think one of these cops has a firearm. It's not a firearm, though. It's like a pepper ball gun, but YouTube doesn't know the difference, so it's going to be interesting. Let's get her started.
Stay off the steps. You're gonna get sued for that. How did the police have, man? What do you do? Stop protecting the rich and powerful, you fascist bastards!
That's right. You are fascists. Every single one of y'all. Every single one of y'all. Fascism is when corporations and the military come together to suppress people's movements. That's exactly what you're doing right now. Fascists!
You care more about someone stepping on a step than a forest being torn down. How about that?
That shows your fucking priorities. Do you even know the name of a single person that you are protecting right now?
Because they don't care about you.
Can you name a single person that you are keeping safe right now?
They don't know you.
Or is it
into the distance. All this grayness, you can kind of...
I'm gonna skip around a little bit.
The trees over there, that's not like rain or anything, that's just like air pollution. So the presence of even the trees that were already cut down here would presumably like offset this kind of condition. It's only going to increase as climate change intensifies. So yeah.
There's a little sign here on the right says, "We are nature defending itself."
So again, for anyone that's wondering what's going on here, we're approaching the end of the Stop Cop City Week of Action that started last Saturday here in Atlanta, Georgia. People are here at Cadence Bank on 1349 West Peachtree Street in Atlanta. They're calling on Cadence Bank to cancel their construction loan that is funding the Atlanta Police Foundation's construction of Cop City. The foundation is really pushing ahead with construction of the project. They've already clear cut, I believe, about 85 acres of forest, and there's still like legal challenges and permitting issues ongoing with the project. So it's contested. People are also organizing a ballot referendum so the citizens of Atlanta could theoretically vote to not lease public land to the Atlanta Police Foundation. But so people are here at Cadence Bank asking them to cancel their loan that is essentially funding the Atlanta Police Foundation's construction of the unpopular urban warfare training center, known as Cop City, officially named the Atlanta Public Safety Training Center. Go to our website, unicornriot.ninja, to learn more. We've got a whole bunch of articles and background on it. I'll try to continue catching you up and summarizing when I can, but mostly focused on just capturing the scene here in case anything happens. So thanks for watching. This is Chris with Unicorn Riot, live in Atlanta, where Stop Cop City protesters are at the headquarters of Cadence Bank.
There's not that many of them. There's like 40 of them tops.
To the Atlanta Police Foundation.
And then they do a little march here in a little bit. Daryl, yeah. It's an Antifa live streamer. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom.
We're not an invading force. Got pepper spray, we have nothing. Nothing but our words. Y'all are afraid of us. How fucked up is that? How fucked up is that?
No, pepper spray is considered a war crime when it's used against civilians in war. Say that. But you get to use it against the people of your city.
Tell us again.
It's not their city.
Tell us again.
We run the city. This is our city. Y'all just out here to play your games on behalf of your city. Blue lives don't matter.
Just say it out in the open.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
Nah, it's like old times.
Fuck this fucking ass police! No justice! No peace! No justice!
What's up, CB? Happy freedom.
No peace! Fuck these crooked ass police! Fuck. Say it again! You already know! You already know! You already know! Fuck these crooked ass police! Blue lives don't matter.
I think it's interesting how the officers are standing there just openly unbothered. The ones swinging their arms in the back, the one with dreads just to the left of the guy in the middle there is like kind of rolling their eyes and stuff. They've had enough of this. So then they went for a little march. It didn't last very long. This is about when I caught on to it.
Fight back! Stand up! Fight back!
And as soon as I launched the live, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna wrap this up." I'm like, dang it.
12! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Here's what. No slam poetry today? No, not today. I didn't see any riot pizza either, so I mean, they're gonna be disappointed when they figure it out. See all their compliance cloths and whatnot.
No peace! No justice! No peace! Fuck these crooked ass police! I said no justice! No peace!
Sam, it's probably hot AF in Atlanta. Oh, I bet it is. If it's as hot as it is here, I bet it's death. It's hot death out there in Atlanta. There's no way I'd be wearing a compliance cloth, regardless of heat. There's no way I'd be doing that in the heat. These guys are lucky they didn't kick the bucket from the soy and the compliance cloths. They're lucky they made the walk, especially this one on the right here. This is probably the hardest walk they ever had in their life.
Cadence Bank!
Their sign says free them all. What are they talking about? The trees? Free the trees? Are the trees oppressed? I'm not sure how this goes anymore.
Drop the load, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Cadence Bank, drop the load, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Cadence Bank, drop the load, hey, hey! Ho, ho! Cadence Bank!
Thank you so much, Mr. Beansy Beans, for gifting a sub over on Twitch. I appreciate you, Mr. Beansy Beans. Thank you.
Blood on your hands! Cadence Bank! Blood on your hands! Blood on your hands! Cadence Bank! Blood on your hands!
Serum, we have a wrinkled sign and we can count to 11. Watch out. Yeah, exactly.
Cadence Bank! Blood on your hands! 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 Cadence Bank!
Shanti, I'll figure it out one way or another. I got like 3 lakes near me. I think I'm really going to jump in the lake. I haven't been swimming in a very long time, but I am feeling like death. Like I said, I almost didn't go live today, and it was like really hurting my soul to have those kind of thoughts.
They were under investigation by the Department of Justice for discriminating against Hispanic people and how they provide loans. They were found to only operate bank branches in white communities in the Houston, Texas area. One of the most diverse metropolises in North America. And they knew they were wrong, and so they settled with the Department of Justice for $8.5 million last August.
And had a lovely bed sheet. Yeah. I don't know, when I heard they were grabbing their sheets and heading to the streets, I thought we were going to see a different group out there.
Shame! 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 Shame!
Snooks, I don't know what you're talking about. I already shouted out Prairie Wind.
Cadence Bank, shut him down! Is that Andre Dickens?
What's up, AIM? What's up, Low Tech? Happy Freedom. What's up, Crazy Times?
GBI! Shut him down! Is that Chris Clark? Shut him down! Is that the hold-out system? Shut him down! Is that shut it down?
Thanks so much, Snooks, for joining the membership program over on Rumble. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you, Snooks. Thank you.
Shut it down! Is that ABF? Shut it down! Is that Andre Dickens? Shut it down! Is that the hold-out system? Shut it down! Is that shut it down? Shut it down! Is that Cadence Bank? Shut it down! Is that ABF?
I see what happened on Rumble. They attached the live to my account and not my channel. That's why you guys can't find the Rumble. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they did that.
Cop City?
Shut it down!
Is that the hold-out system?
Shut it down!
I said shut it down!
Shut it down!
Is that Cop City?
Shut it down!
Is that ABF?
Shut it down!
Is that Andre Dickens?
Shut it down!
Is that shut it down?
Shut it down!
Yeah, Edward, I know. It was fine for a couple days. It was like a high of 55 for like a week. It was awesome. Now it's death. I don't know. But at least the air quality's cleared up. It was 200 yesterday. It's 90 today.
Shut him down!
Shut it down!
What's up, Michael? Happy Freedom. Appreciate you being here. Ronald. Oh, you're right.
Stop Cop City!
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 Sounds like they're running out of steam.
Stop Cop City!
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 Wade, puny little protest. Yeah. They can't get much support because it doesn't make sense. This whole time they've been complaining that police aren't good at their job, and that's why they wanted to defund the police. But now they don't say that because they want everyone to believe that it's been the Republicans this whole time that wanted to defund the police. So now they don't say that anymore because they got to go with the agenda. But the police are trying to get the proper training that everyone thinks they need because they're not doing their job correctly because of police brutality and stuff. And now that they're trying to build a facility to get the proper training that they need, these guys are mad. And they can't get support because everybody who wants to be pro BLM, pro protester and all that, they don't know which way to go. Because 2 years ago they wanted to defund the police because they weren't trained enough. Now they want to defund the police because they want to do the training that everybody thought they needed. It doesn't make any sense. So it's probably hard to get support for that. It seems like all the liberal stuff is falling apart. Laws are getting taken out. Well, not in Michigan. Not in Michigan. In Michigan, they passed it by the House. So if you mispronounce somebody, it's a felony and $10,000 fine. If you say the wrong words to an individual and they feel scared or threatened, or they feel like you just didn't pronounce their pronouns correctly, yeah, you'll go do prison time for it.
We defend, we love it.
We defend, we love it. We defend, we love it. We defend, we love it.
DeRosa, it's social workers. Yep, pretty much. What's up, Secretary's dad? Happy freedom.
We defend, we love it. We defend, we love it. We defend, we love it. We defend, we love it.
We defend, we love it.
Oh, yeah, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Michael, it's smoky hot here in Florida. Sunday, the heat index is going to be around 111. Holy. Better stay cool down there. I couldn't make it in Florida. Every time I go down there, I'm only there for a few days, and the majority of the time I got to be indoors. I have severe heat intolerance. Anything over like 65, and I'm starting to feel like death, but it's hot here in the house.
Watching live, do you mind introducing yourself and kind of like why are people at Cadence Bank? Like, what's the deal here today?
Sure, yeah. My name is Mariah Parker. I'm out here with a group of about 20-30 people protesting outside of Cadence Bank because they are providing the loan to build Cop City. They were also previously investigated by the Department of Justice for discriminating against black and brown of potential recipients of loans. And so they have a history of not wanting to invest in black and brown communities, but they will invest in police terror that will then criminalize our communities. And that's what's out here today. What's going on out here today.
How do you feel about how it's gone on so far, like when people were out in front of the location before?
It's important to contest police power. It's important to show that the rules that they put in place are arbitrary. Suddenly we can't stand on the steps. Okay, it's all right if you have a foot on the steps. That they are also here, most importantly, they are here to protect capital. That they are here to protect the bank. They're here to protect the CEOs that are sitting up in the corner offices. They were not out here making us feel safe. They were, had the building on lockdown because a couple of unarmed protesters out here linked arm in arm sitting on their steps. So at the end of the day, it's proof, and it helps further expose the contradictions that they are not actually here to keep our community safe, that they are here to protect the CEOs sitting up in the offices.
So like, what's the message or the demand to Cadence Bank specifically?
Drop the loan, drop the loan. You don't have to continue down this path of brutalizing people of color. You can drop the loan and stop the construction of Cop City because they don't have the financing they need to go out and tear down this forest and build up this militarization complex.
What the hell?
All right, so we just heard from an organizer of the protest today.
What the hell is that person talking about? What? How is a bank giving a loan have anything to do with oppression or brutality against anyone's skin color? That doesn't make any kind of sort of little bit of sense. That doesn't mean anything. So stupid. And then saying it's important to contest police power because they're getting a loan to build a facility for training? That's police power? What? Make it make sense. Explain it to me like I'm a toddler. Saying that's against the First Amendment. Yeah, it is. I don't know what Michigan's going to do. They better take that to the Supreme Court because sending people to prison for saying he instead of she is communist. It's communist.
Can I get you to hold this just for 5 seconds?
Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City! Stop Cop City!
People have been continuing to march in the vicinity of the West Peachtree Street offices of Cadence Bank. We'll see what we're doing there.
Junker, word salad programming. Yeah. Speak like you have purpose, but don't actually say anything. And all the softies go following along. That's that person's strategy. That's the organizer that they just had interviewing or whatever. What's up, Robert? Happy Freedom Friday. I forgot it was Friday.
Viva, viva, Tortuguita!
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 Viva, viva,
Hey, real quick announcement today at 3 p.m. p.m. at Brunswick Market, the food station, there's going to be a brainstorming meeting for a vigil or action for Cyrus Bennett, who was killed by the MAGA police in January. And so we got to uplift all victims of police brutality. And so folks are encouraged to attend. Thank you all. Bye. Viva! Viva!
She said thank you, bye. Like she was on the phone. She said bye. All right. That's the end of the protest right there. It goes on for a couple more minutes and then they just wrap it up. There's nothing else to it. I don't know. Whew. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't know. It's starting though. Got the protesters in the streets. You know what's really funny is if the police didn't get the loan, they would say it's because of skin color. If you could see in the beginning there, most of those officers were dark skinned and they're getting a loan from the bank. Big loan to build a cop city. Protesters are mad. If they didn't get the loan, they'd still be mad because soft and stupid people are just mad. That's all there is to it. Tink Tan, are you sure that it's a her? I'm not. I'm not sure about anything these days. Not sure about a whole lot. Other than you're safer indoors than you are outdoors. Let's see. 24/7. So, no cop city? They're working on it. They're working on it. Pink lady. All 10 of them. Yeah. And that's what the organizer said. They're like, oh yeah, I'm here with like 25, 35 people who care a whole lot about racism. Blah, 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 blah. Stupid. Grey Wolf, do you have a fan on you? I have 2 fans on me on high. I'm kind of surprised you guys, well, you probably can hear it. Even my computer's like running hard right now. I'd like to just open the wall up. It's just deathly hot in here. Tis what tis. Let's see. So we're going to cover this first video because that was live when I started the live, but it ended, so that's why we skimmed through it. But this first video is titled Woman Details Woes of Finding a Manly Liberal Partner. This is one huge eye roll. I want you to prepare yourself, get a sip of water or something. You'll be rolling your eyes so far back in your head at this idiot. And the whole time she's doing the interview, she's like just like she's not there. Like she's got pills in her system, which I wouldn't be surprised. You know, that's how those liberals are. But nice, soft, and stupid. We can get her on the screen here right now.
Conservative men tend to be a little more traditional, maybe a little bit more chivalrous. They shoot, they lift, they have values. Now, I know I'm generalizing here, but follow me. Liberal men, on the other hand, can be a little more feminine. And that can be a turnoff for women. Liberal women want a manly man and a liberal man. But they're realizing that combo, hard to come by.
As a liberal woman, it is really hard to find a man who's willing to play the more traditional masculine role in the relationship in today's day and age, who is not a conservative. A man who wants to pay on the first date, who wants to open your door, who has that want and desire.
I thought we were equals.
Who is not a conservative. So I don't really know what to do because I don't want to compromise my morals and values just to find a man. But am I asking to have my cake and eat it too?
The woman behind that video, Petra McGill, is a liberal looking for love. And she joins.
Look at her. Blink, blink, blink. Just not there.
That you just said, oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore.
Okay, so Jesse, first of all, thank you so much for having me on. It was actually a date with a conservative guy who I just went out with a few nights prior, and he ended up making it a very strong point that he took his role as the man in the relationship to be the provider, to really show up for his wife or his girlfriend in a way that is very masculine. And he really wanted to take care of her and do all of the manly duties in the home. And he, advocated for a very nuclear traditional family. So that's where that TikTok came from. And TikTok, for me, they're just my thoughts on the fly, coming up that I decided to share with the world. Foolishly, may I add. But yeah, that's where that TikTok came from.
So are these liberal guys that you're dating, they're asking you to split dinner? Like, what's going on?
Okay, so both sides, I would have to say, conservative and liberal men, I've been asked to split the bill more than once,
Wow.
too many times to count, might I add. Yeah, it's really frustrating because, I mean, although I am liberal, there is still that traditional kind of masculine role that I'm looking for in a guy. And I would say showing up on the first date as a man and paying is something that the majority of women are looking for, regardless of your political affiliation.
What else are you looking for that liberal men are not providing in the dating world?
Like you said, liberal men in some scenarios, from my personal experience, have been more feminine. But I would say, I mean, just for a guy to show up, be loving, be respectful, both liberals and conservatives, men that I've dated, have done this. But that's mainly what I'm looking for, is just that respect, that love, and that care. And I think the majority of women can join me on that.
I think you're right. What these men that are acting liberal, these liberal guys, I mean, acting feminine, are they crying?
No, of course not.
Oh, of course not. She's not even there.
What we see as feminine, or what we consider feminine, is a guy who's maybe more in touch with his feelings, or who's more, he has an ability to be vulnerable. And that is to be respected, of course.
Well, you know what? I blame you, Petra. You women have been saying men need to be open about their emotions, need to be more vulnerable. So these liberal guys are trying to do what you want, and now you don't want to date them. So again, thanks for nothing.
No, not true. Not necessarily true, Jesse.
All right.
We still want to date them. Trust me. I go for the men who are vulnerable. I promise.
All right. Well, good luck out there. I'm sure you're going to find a great guy, that perfect combo that you're looking for. Petra, good luck.
Thanks so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey.
Oh my goodness, what an idiot. What an idiot. Want a manly liberal. What is that? That's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. Liberal men don't want to act like men because of all that toxic masculinity. Regrets. They're having regrets after 2 years of nonsense. Like I said, just like everything else, just like the protest, it's hard to keep the things rolling when nothing's making sense. First you want to defund the police because they don't have training. Now they're getting training. You're mad about them getting training. Liberals don't like conservative men because of the toxic masculinity, and now you have little girly boys out there crying and trying to turn their wiener inside out, and you don't want that either. Well, I guess the toxic mindset of a soft, stupid liberal person probably is not sustainable. Just kind of like two of the same cannot procreate to create more. It doesn't make sense. It's hard to be sustaining when it doesn't make sense. I don't know, soft and stupid, and she looked totally drugged out over there, just in La La Land, not even there. Jeb, you need to make a slip and slide at the apartment complex. Yeah, they'd probably sue me or something, though. It's probably a liability. I can't have an air conditioner in the window because it's a liability, so I doubt I'd be able to have a slip and slide. What's up, Ghost? Happy freedom. Pink Lady, well, a conservative man won't want you, sweetie. Yeah, she's just drugged out. Fitzy, how's the car? I don't really know yet. I got to take it back on the 11th. I may get stranded. Like, I don't know what's going on. All I know is I'm leaving the house after this live, and I'm going to pursue cooling down. I'm worried about being stranded somewhere, but it is what it is. Hopefully we survive it. They said that cylinder 3 is misfiring. They don't know if it's the coil or the plug. They replaced the plug. It's still kind of misfiring and chugging along. They didn't check the fuel line yet. They said if I brought it to them on the 11th, they're going to keep it for a few days and pull it all apart and see what's going on with it at their expense. So, I don't know. I won't know till after the 11th. Let's see. Thanks so much, Shanti, for continuing the membership program for 5 months. You're officially a hooligan. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Paul Nuclear. Yeah, she didn't know what she was talking about. She didn't know. Just reading through the chat. $24/7 a floor standing AC. Yeah, I can have one of those. Vance, missed the dreads. Yeah. I do sometimes, not when it's hot though. Sam, manly liberal. It's an oxymoron. It is. It really is. Watchmen, skinny jeans were the beginning. I agree. If they don't have a compliance cloth on, but they got skinny jeans, they're still signaling who they are. 24/7, no regrets. Dutton, I can fix her. Give it a try. She's looking for a manly man. Here, Juicer, did you see the train derailment I sent you? My friend lives between the tracks and the river. I can't remember. When did you send it to me? I'm trying to think. Because I know Donna Sparks sent me something about a train derailment also with toxic chemicals, like severely toxic chemicals. But I didn't get it in time to put it on the live. Let me see if I can figure it out. Is it near Washington? A radioactive spill over in Washington State. Is that what you're talking about here, Juicer? Thank you so much, Get Some J, for the $10 donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Buy the cat some water. Yeah, Klaus Daniels, he's doing all right. I was worried about him earlier. He was breathing all heavy. I'm like, don't kick the bucket. Don't do that. You're going to wreck my whole day. That's so selfish. Don't you die on me, Klaus. You're going to wreck my day. No, I'm keeping an eye on him. I don't want him to kick the bucket. It's hot in here. It's hot. If he kicked the bucket, we're going to be eating Klaus legs later. Fry him up. It's 110, 112 in here last I checked. It's not that outside. It's just inside the house it's like that because I live upstairs. And the people downstairs, I don't know if they got the heat on or what. It's killing me. Get Some J, it was the toxic Bud Light. Yep. Adrian, radioactive. Lovely. Yep. Robert, you're in Washington State. Let me see if I can pull it up. Near the Columbia River in East Washington. It's worse than expected. See if I can find anything else on it. Let me hold on a second. Let me figure out how to get this on the computer. Got pass information between platforms. And this link is 1,000,000 miles long, so I'm not going to be able to post it in the chat, but I'll put it in the description after the live is over. That way you guys can read the whole thing, because I'm not going to. It's quite lengthy. The Department of Energy is rethinking the cleanup plan for the spill discovered 13 years ago, with work crews making preparations for the excavation of radioactive material over the past 6 years. So this is like something that's been going on, but they didn't really want to tell anybody. The title is Highly Radioactive Spill Near Columbia River in East Washington is Worse Than Expected. So apparently they like knew this was going on. Give you some visual stimulation. That's what it looks like right there. People in hazmat suits. Radioactivity in the contaminated soil has been measured at 8,900 rads per hour, which I don't know how to read a rad meter, but that sounds bad. Somebody do some Googling. Let's figure out how bad that is. 8,900 rads per hour. What is normal? Like, what does a cell phone put off? Because I know cell phones hurt you. That's why you feel the phantom ringing. Like, you ever feel like your phone is vibrating in your pocket or wherever you normally keep your phone? That's because of being contaminated by the radio signals that come off your phone. That phantom vibrations. Oh, let's see. Apparently they thought it was more of a isolated incident, but it said after they started to clean it up, they realized the contaminated soil was discovered in a wider area beneath the building where it was not expected. I'm just skimming through it as much as possible. They think it's going to take, in order to clean this all up, they're projecting it's going to be somewhere in the year of 2025. Like I said, I'll have this article in the description after the live is over. I'll drop a link so you guys can read it in its entirety, especially if you guys are in Washington State. Definitely need to know what's going on there. Put the link on my schedule so I don't forget to add it into the description after we're no longer live. Let me read through the chat really quick. And at Fallout 4, it's going to be like Fallout 5. Patty, open a window. I have all the windows open. I have everything wide open. I can feel it. I'm like over salivating and stuff. I'm like, don't throw up. Don't throw up on the live. I mean, maybe I'll go viral if I do, but, you know, it's not worth it. Snob. Poverty snob. Buy a 99-cent mist bottle. I have. Klaus Daniels is going to run because he's going to think I'm going to get him, but that's what I have here. And I just stand in front of the fan and and have it miss me in the face. I just can't do it while I'm live. Dominic, we're going to have radioactive liberals, purple hair and 4 arms. Never seen anything like it. What's the person from Mortal Kombat? It's got 4 arms, Gara. That's what they're going to look like with just a little ponytail on top but bald everywhere else. Big buff tits. You guys, don't trigger me, okay? I'm hot. I don't know where the line is anymore. I gotta reel it in. Snooks, that many rads can make people very ill. I believe it. Let's see. Jeb, that's what I have right now. I have box fans in the back room blowing out of the house, and I have fans at the slider. I have 3 fans in the slider blowing into the house, trying to get air to circulate, but the way the building is positioned, I'm like in a fishbowl. There's buildings in a circle. There's not really air circulation where I'm at because all the buildings block the air, the wind from the lake. Damon Walker, walk down to the beach and hang out in the shade. It'll cool you off. Yeah, that's what I'm planning on. I feel bad because we got stuff going on. At like 3:15, there's a press briefing, which God only knows how much information we'll get out of KJP. And then at like 4:10, Orange Eagle's going to be live. And I just can't do it. As soon as I get off this live, I'm running out the door. Like, I feel like death. What is going on? Oh no. There's bad stuff happening. I'm getting messages saying chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Successfully connected. And then it dropped it again. Let's see. Guess Jay, you can't do it while you're live. Like if you die, you can do it. Yeah. I'll come back. God'll bring me back. I'm not done yet. Bubba, France is going nuts. Yeah. They killed somebody yesterday or the day before. The police shot 17-year-old through the windshield at a traffic stop. They're claiming that the driver didn't stop, but they did stop, but then they went to pull away while they were talking with officers. I don't know exactly what happened because the officer already had the pistol pointed to the windshield during the stop, and I don't know why that is. What does a person have to do in France to have a cop pull a gun on you? Because nobody in France is armed. So I don't know exactly what you'd have to do to make a French cop pull a gun on you. I didn't even know they had guns. But when the guy went to drive away, although he was not done with the traffic stop, the officer shot through the windshield and killed him. So yeah, they're all rioting and mad up there. Snooks, we're all good. All right, thank you for letting me know. Stangle, Amazon has window units for under $40. I can't have a window unit. It'll be considered breaking my lease and they will evict me. And they're quick. They're quick about it. I had to submit information about my income because if you make too little or you make too much, you're not allowed to live here anymore. And I submitted my income information and then I didn't hear from them for like 2-3 months. And this is, I've lived here for like 5 or 6 years. So this is kind of something that normally happens. And I was just waiting for my paper to come in the mail to tell me that they recertified my lease. And instead, they mailed me a letter of eviction because I didn't submit my income information. And so I had to call up the agent that does my stuff. And I'm like, hey, I sent you this stuff 3 months ago. Why am I getting an eviction notice? How are you going to evict me for doing stuff I'm supposed to be doing? And she was like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, well, you better check your email. And she did. And she was like, oh, yeah, your information's right here. Well, just disregard that letter. Yeah, I'll disregard the big red bold print that says you're being evicted. I'm like, come on, man. They're quick about it. They're real quick about it. Let's see. Just reading through the chat. MD Siren, the spirit of the hooligan ghost. Yep, the hoolie ghost. Damon Walker, yeah, I figured we'd be getting shadow banned. I think it's because I have woman in the title. So I think YouTube is shadow banning me. James, we're cattle for the machine. Yeah, we are. What's up, Elisa? Happy freedom. Guess MJ, yeah, disregard that. We'll just turn off your AC. Yeah, it was similar. They came and stuck a letter under my door. They slid a paper underneath my front door. And I just randomly was leaving the house and stepped on this paper and was like, what is this? And I picked it up and it was saying, if you have an air conditioner hanging out of your window, you'll be evicted in the next like 2 weeks or something like that. It's like, okay, had to pull my air conditioner in. That was last summer. It was at the end. It was like September or something. I still had the AC in the window. I'll keep the AC in the window till the end of October if I can get away with it, but not anymore. Not allowed to have AC or anything. What's up, Donna Sparks? Happy freedom. Let's see. So we're going to move on to this last video. It's titled Aspartame. Is it a possible cause of cancer? Like I said earlier, I can't have aspartame. It just wrecks me. Come on now. All right, let's get her started.
Could drinking diet sodas, chewing gum, and eating yogurt lead to cancer? The World Health Organization is set to label aspartame, an artificial sweetener found in these products, a possible cancer risk. But will consumers be willing to kick the habit?
It seems like everything causes cancer these days.
I always knew it kind of like tastes funny.
I'd rather even have sugar instead of aspartame.
Discovered in 1965 by an American chemist and approved by the FDA 9 years later, aspartame is about 200 times sweeter than regular table sugar. It has almost 0 calories, so became popular with increasingly diet-conscious consumers. Shoppers can find it in everything from Weight Watchers yogurts to some Snapple drinks and Mars's extra chewing gum.
It's convenient for companies to kind of construct what we call a health halo around some of these products.
Noah Pramsma is a nutrition education coordinator with the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine.
Unfortunately, in this case, as you dig a little deeper, you realize that sometimes something like a diet soda might not quite be the health food that we might have hoped.
Food companies now need to decide whether to fight back against the labelling, ignore it, or find alternative sweeteners to use. However, recent recipe tweaks by soft drinks giant PepsiCo demonstrate the struggle of balancing health concerns with taste. PepsiCo removed aspartame from sodas in 2015 only to bring it back a year later and then remove it again in 2020.
The consumer taste is a very, very difficult thing to get right.
Here's Adam Coons, a portfolio manager at Winthrop Capital Management.
We do see, the big soda manufacturers like Pepsi and Coke changing their formula over time. Now, this takes time because you can't just say, hey, we're going to replace one sweetener with another. Taste is what drives the majority of the sales with one manufacturer over another.
Reuters sources say the International Agency for Research on Cancer, an arm of the WHO, will list aspartame as a possible carcinogen in July, putting it in the same category as lead and some pesticides. However, the IARC has two more serious categories, probably carcinogenic and carcinogenic. The latter category includes tobacco and alcohol. Analysts say, like with smoking, it could be a while before a behavior shift is seen.
The consumer will continue to do something that they know is somewhat harmful to their health for quite a while. It takes a big shift. I mean, we saw it in cigarettes. Everyone knows that it causes cancer, yet there's still a product, right?
They're saying it's in the same category as lead and pesticides. So every time you drink a Diet Coke or a Coke Zero or any kind of diet stuff like that, that's what you're drinking. That's why I've never understood why people drink that stuff. Why get diet and stuff? And they're like, well, it doesn't have sugar in it. And it's got cancer in it. I'll take sugar over cancer. I'd be extra hefty before I'm dying in a hospital. I don't know. I don't want any of that. Let's see. Half the stuff you guys are saying I can't say out loud, but it's hilarious. Shanti, anything artificial causes cancer. Yeah. Anything made by man, technically, or not technically, but seems to be harmful. We can't make anything pure. That's kind of the whole belief of God and stuff. God is the only thing that's perfect. Because everything we do is like, you ever break something and go to put it back together, and it's never quite the same as before it was broken. We're not able to do things perfect, so I don't understand why we're trying to make fake sugar and stuff like that. Bubba, I'm diabetic. I avoid sugar like the plague. Well, I can understand that. I just mean a lot of people drink diet stuff and whatever because they think it's going to make them heavy. And I don't know. Everything in moderation, I feel, is okay. Not crack cocaine, not that. The moderation doesn't matter when it comes to that kind of stuff. So don't be throwing that in the chat. I already know. Adrian, FDA is completely useless. It's because they're all corrupt, just like the government. 24/7, made in a lab. It's got to be good, right? Let's see. Raja, can you use an indoor AC that you put the hose out the window? I bought one for my son. It's like $450, but it works great. I can have a unit like that, I guess. I can give them $200 and they'll cut a hole in my wall right here to hang my AC unit, but I can't take the stuff with me when I leave. And I'm like, why would I pay you $200 to use my stuff and then not let me take it when I leave? It's my $200. Like, I don't know. It's rough. It's rough. Tim, it sounds pretty commie over there. Yeah, it is. And unfortunately, there's nowhere else to live. There's no available, there's nowhere else to live. There's no open apartments. There's no houses for rent. And then I can't go buy a house because I have $42,000 in student loan debt. And so my debt to income ratio is trash. So I'm not able, even though my credit score is like 780 or something like that, I can't get a mortgage for a house. So I'm just stuck in this little apartment with communism. Unfortunately, Cat Daniels, I've brought him into this life. He was a young lad when he came here, though. He doesn't know any different. Ting Ting, I'm so offended with the woman statement. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Maybe somebody said something in the chat. Could be. Could be. I'm not sure. I didn't see it. Yeah, something like that. DeRosa. There isn't much I can do. Raja, that's crazy. Your stuff is your stuff, and then they go rent it to other people. Yeah. Yeah, some of the apartments here already have the hole in the wall and air conditioners and stuff. And I asked them about that. I'm like, did they have to pay extra for that? And they were like, well, no, it's already a part of their unit. Well, how is that fair? Like, how is that okay? They pay the same rent that I pay, except for the government pays their stuff. I actually pay mine because I go out and make money in the world. Everyone else here is on Section 8 or they got retirement. I actually have to pay my rent, and I guess I pay more than everyone else. My agent told me I'm the only person out of the 5 complexes on this block that pays full rent. I pay market rate. Everyone else pays like $200 for rent or something like that because their reasons, I suppose. But they got AC in their apartment, and I don't. You know, it's just like everything else in the world. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to be held back and restricted as much as possible. Only lowlifes and criminals get to have a free ride. Guess MJ, paint a rainbow on the window unit, you'll be fine. Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Kevin, happy Canada Day tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow is Canada Day. CB, grab a bag of ice. Yeah, I'm going to. As soon as we end the live, I'm running outside. Cecil, gotta love chemical rain. Yeah. I'm wondering where all that smoke is now. Because our air quality index is a lot. Yesterday it was 200. When I checked it earlier, it was nowhere near that. Come on now. Do the update. Boom. It's 84 right now. It's 120 less than it was yesterday. So where's all the smoke at? Canada's not on fire anymore? I don't know. I don't believe it. Like, I just don't believe that's the cause. What's up, Jasmine's mom? Happy freedom. Oh, I seen someone ask if we're not on Rumble, even though I have the link pinned to the top of the chat. Yeah, I don't know. Rumble did something stupid today. It didn't... I don't really want to explain it. It just did something stupid today. We'll have it fixed next time we go live. James, yours is at 160. It's no good. In West Virginia. Maybe it's blowing east right now. Salty Ragu, my kid's asking for an AC. I said, if Jeff can't. Crack me up. No, today's definitely a day for AC. I think most of America's hot. Canada probably is too. Dominic, I don't think I'm oppressed necessarily. We don't need to start the protests in the streets. We'd probably get our way if we did, but I don't know. Still got to have a little honor. Just a little bit. Just a tad bit. James, Canada is not our buddy. Canadians are. There's a lot of Canadian hooligans. Adrian, the cedar smell from the fires is in... Oh, it was in Pennsylvania weeks ago, and it reached my kid in Alabama. Yeah, it seems like it's heading south. It smells like plastic to me. It doesn't smell natural at all. I can't smell it now, but the last couple days it was like waking up. It's like, why does it smell like burning plastic? I thought there was something wrong with my computer. Look at you guys in the chat. I'm not your buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. The Rose, I bet Cop City's got AC. I bet. James, just the Trailer Park Boys. I've never watched that. There's a lot of people that seem to love that, but I've never watched it. I feel like a lot of Canadian shows try and portray Americans way more than they try and portray just regular Canadians. Now, I think Trailer Park Boys is in the perception of being in Canada, but like Supernatural is recorded in Canada, but the whole show is based on being in America. I mean, they spend every episode driving to random states in America, and it's actually recorded in Canada. Salty Ragu, this smoke smells like weed. I better get to the bottom of it. Better get that figured out. Gonna have to open an investigation. Adrian, yeah, you guys have a plastic smell in Michigan. I just don't understand, what is that from? How does forest fires equal is my computer on fire? Because that's really what it smelled like. It smelled like hot computer parts. So I don't know. It's not good. DeRosa, it's a tax haven to film in Canada. They have a lot of interesting things they have to pay for. Like if you're a YouTuber in Canada, they take a percentage of your income to pay YouTube for being in America or something like that. When the Freedom Convoy was happening in Canada, there was a lot of streamers that were saying that they prefer to stream on other platforms because on YouTube they don't make what's coming in. So like YouTube normally takes 30%, but I guess in Canada it takes like 50 or 60% because they live in Canada and YouTube's in America. I don't know. They tax everything. Plus I think their tax is like 13% or something like that to pay for their free health care. What's up, Tom Servo? Happy freedom. I'm surprised we got so many people over on Twitch. It must be people who can't find the Rumble. Not sure. Astral Hammer, plastic smell. What does fresh pine needles and other live leaves and trees smell live when they're burning? It just doesn't smell natural to me. I don't know. I don't know. To me, it just doesn't smell like what you would expect from a forest fire. When it first happened, when I first noticed it, I thought someone's house burned down nearby. And I thought all the smoke in the area was from a house being on fire because it smelled like burning plastic, like melted siding and stuff. But I never thought it was a forest fire. Astral Hammer, smoke is in mid-Michigan and East Michigan. That sucks. Yeah, it must be the lake effect wind and breeze or whatever they call it, blowing the smoke out of the area. Shannon, BP gas near you? I think our gas comes, I don't know. I've always been told that like our gas comes from Indiana. I don't think there's anything near us. Which are they rent controlled? I don't know. I do not know. Ting Ting, just think if those were valleys of weed being burned. Even Brandon would sound cool. Yeah. It'd be something. But I don't know, around here things are getting really communistic. So I bet if it was valleys of weed burning down, everybody on Monday they'd be getting drug tested at the factories and getting fired for the Canadian weed valleys burning in the sky. They'd be just laying off whole floors of people and stuff. I don't know, Michigan is going to crap. And I can't believe they just passed that bill making it so if you misgender someone or you mispronoun someone, you're going to do 10 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. That, like, I don't understand. Be incarcerated for words. You have to watch what you say or you'll be locked up. What a time to live. James, better gear up. It's time. I mean, we're toes on the line. We're right there. See, so the forest fire is racist. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Where's the protesters about that? They're mad about cops cutting down trees for Cop City to have a facility for training, but they're not mad at Canadian government out there burning the forest down. They said like 6 or 7 fires started at once, and that's what caused this forest fire. That sounds a little strategic to me. Guy ATL. Yeah, there was protesters in Atlanta earlier, right before we started the live. Forest defenders, or whatever they are. Just reading through the chat. Moose Codes, you need a larger audience, but you haven't put in the proper effort to grow. The stream should have at least 1,000 people on it. Yeah, I mean, live streaming 10 hours a day, 15 hours a day for 3 years, making shorts, making short form video, investing in equipment to have higher quality, paying $350 a month in software fees to be able to live stream. You're right. You're right. I have not put in enough effort. I suppose you're right. What's up, God Rides a Harley? I identify as STFU. Yeah, I identify as Your Majesty, and we're going to play the game. They want to do that over here in Michigan. They want to play the name game. It's Your Majesty or 10 years in prison. We can just, it's going both ways. If they're going to do that and they're going to infringe on our rights, you got to learn to play the game. And I grew up with 12 sisters, so if you want to talk about being petty, I know all about being petty. I can be Petty Freddy all day. Wake up and go to sleep with that stuff. I know, Moose Codes. I'm just kidding with you. But yeah, we're going to see how it goes. It's Your Majesty or a prison sentence. Until they change the law to be pro-Constitution, that's how we're going to do it. Freckles, whatever happened to Sticks and Stones? I'm saying. That's what I said when I first read the article. That was the first thing I thought. It was like, what happened to Sticks and Stones? I thought we could say whatever. Hate speech is free speech. If you don't like it, go away. That's, I don't know. It's messed up. It is messed up. Alan, I live in Vancouver Island. We've had 46 fires so far, and all of them were man-made. Yeah. I think it's strategic. I don't know. I don't like to think crazy things, but it just, the plastic smell, I think, is what throws me off. That, and I don't remember ever experiencing anything like this. I don't ever remember being like, oh, it's summertime. Canada's on fire. So Michigan's full of smoke, and if we go outside, we're going to get cancer. I don't ever remember that happening, but they're playing it off like this is some regular occurrence. I know Canada does catch on fire every year, and they get way worse fires than we do in California. They make the California fires look like preschool, but I don't ever remember it being like this. Just totally smoked out. Let's see. Debagalies. You did you flipped them. I see what you did there. That's interesting. I wonder how they will get through it. I can't read out loud what half of you guys are saying, but you're picking up what I'm laying down. When it's time to be petty, we'll have to be petty, I guess. You're fine, Moose Codes. You're fine. What is your name? I don't know what that is. Moose Codes, people are just hungry for trolls, and when you show up looking like you're trolling, people put the bibs and they get the silverware out. Like, that's just what happens. It was the approach. That's what happened. And Moose Codes, you're misunderstanding. We're not saying you're being petty. We're talking about Michigan laws. You sound like you're in the middle of a burnout. Like you're unraveling. Just chill out. Sit back and read the chat for a second. Because you're confusing things. I'm talking to 9 different platforms at once, and I only said one thing to you. So everything else is not about you. Christine, getting out of commie Michigan. I can't. Not for another 10 years or so. It's my home. I shouldn't have to leave. That's the other thing. And I said the same thing about Portland When Portland was on fire every day and the protesters were in the streets every day and it was 1,000 Antifa out there in front of the Justice Center, we had hooligans that were in Portland that were talking about how they invested their whole life being there. They had homes there. They had they raised a family there, and they'd be posting in the comments or in Discord, and people would be like, leave. You should leave. And it got to the point where those hooligans didn't want to participate in the chat anymore because everyone just told them to leave. And they were like, well, how can I leave? Like, I put my whole life here. I've been here for 50 years. Like, now all of a sudden I got to leave because 20-year-old crackheads are running the streets? And everybody was like, yeah. And I was like, well, how un-American? How un-American? It's American to stand your ground. You don't have to leave your home because some 20-year-old meth heads are out in the streets. Fight back. Fight back. Stand your ground. This is your home. Let them know that you're not leaving. Don't tuck tail. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. What's up, Kathica? Happy freedom. It's a hot day today. It is a hot one today. What's up, Patriot Pollywog? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. Matt, I love Oregon, but F Portland. Yeah. It's the people in control that ruined it. And I think it's like that everywhere. We talk about Washington State, California, Washington, D.C., Oregon, Atlanta, Georgia, because I haven't heard anything else about Georgia, just Atlanta. Those few places, it's like, it just seems like nothing good is there. But there's good people there. They just got to live inside their homes because all the crazies are out right now because the people in charge are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Just like Canada. People say bad stuff about Canada, but they're not talking about Canadians. They're talking about the way Canada is being ran, just like Michigan. Michigan's a great place. We have all 4 seasons. We have tons of things to see, tons of things to do, but all you hear is the laws and the bad politicians, and it makes... Or Detroit, you hear about Detroit, and all you hear is bad stuff out of Detroit, but it's not the people. It's the leaders. The leaders are the one that's messing everything up. Lou, it's hot as F here. Where you at? What's up, damn it, Janet? Happy freedom. Damn it, Janet, yeah. Yeah, portable AC unit. That's what I need to get. What's up, Destiny Gal? Happy freedom. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Robert Jr. You have a good day today. Let's see. Moose Code, you sound like you're spiraling. Like you're misunderstanding everything. This crowd is just looking for hatred. That's incorrect. That's a false observation. Salter Ragu, don't forget about Trigger. Yeah, just like Trigger Crazy. Perfect example. Trigger Crazy is a hooligan at heart, but he lives in Canada. There's nothing wrong with Trigger Crazy. He's good to go. But the people that run that country over there, they're running it into the ground just like what's happening here. Freckles, yeah, but you got Kid Rock. Who else do we got? We got another one that everybody loves that I didn't even know he was from Michigan. They call him the Michigan Banshee or something like that. Ted Nugent. That's what I'm thinking of, is Ted Nugent. He's from Michigan too. James, you think Moose Code's a Fed? Could be. There's Feds in the chat. I keep forgetting to post the document. We're on the DOJ documents for some J6ers. They took our footage. They have pictures of me. They have my name. They have information about my channel on DOJ documents. There's Feds in the chat. Moose Codes. It's just the approach. That's what happened. It's the approach. You showed up like a troll, and so people are here to eat trolls because they're tired of everyone acting like assholes. Like, you notice everyone else is getting along. Like, it's not a group of hate. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's not a group of hate. I think we just got started off on the wrong foot, and it'll be fine. Just give it some time. It'll be fine. Poverty snob. Yeah, you summed it up. You got it right there. Get some Jay. You actually hunt with Ted and Scott? That's awesome. Kevin got the Michigan Dog Man. That's true. Manistee National Forest Dog Man. Yeah, I appreciate you, Nina. Dominic, the feds are going to confiscate Jeff's Xbox and mini fridge. I actually don't have an Xbox, but they're not taking my PS5. I'll have to answer to Donna Sparks. They better watch out. I don't know. I'm sure the feds are bored watching me. I got cameras and all kinds of stuff all over the house. They're like, all this guy does is walk around in his unders with a hooligan t-shirt on, petting his cat, drinking beer, and sitting in front of the computer. That's not a whole lot going on. All right, hooligans, that's all the coffee I had for you guys today. We're going to do the spiel deal, and we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and we're going to wrap things up. Let me drop this link in the chat. I need to go jump in a lake. Kevin, I had a bug fly right down my throat on the way home from the store today. I hate when that happens. When I first started gaming live, it was like the third or fourth day I was playing the game. I'm holding onto the controller. It's mosquitoes flying around my face. I ended up inhaling it and then trying not to choke while I'm playing the game, and I'm wearing a headset and all this other stuff. Something else. One day I was disc golfing and I leaned down to pick up a disc, and I was talking to Mello, who was with me, and I leaned down to pick up the disc, and I was like da 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 da, and a grasshopper jumped right down my throat, like all the way, like beyond my voice box. And I was like, holy crap, I just swallowed a grasshopper whole. I've never done that before. I don't know. You know, these things happen. These things happen. All right, hooligans, when you get a second, please go to the link tree. I just dropped the link in all the chats. Has all of my links listed. So scroll down and find Gilded. Gilded is free and currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. Every time we go live, there's a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. There's a ton of hooligans in there, chat around the clock for you to hang out with. So definitely go join Gilded. Also on the link tree, you can find links for the merch store if you'd like to grab some merch. We have shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, and some other specialty items. Everything is displayed in black and white or white and black, but if you find something you like, just click on that item to see all the different colors that item comes in. You can also find links for PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, Buy Me a Coffee, and Locals if you would like to help support what I do. There's also a link to the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really easy to use. Anything you purchase directly from the wish list will be sent straight to me without having to send emails, find addresses, or keep track of tracking numbers. It's really simple. And then finally, we have links to join the membership programs. We have memberships for YouTube, Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. At the very top of the link tree there, you can claim a free week membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's a free week. There's no strings attached. You're not going to be charged or anything like that. You'll just lose access after your week is up unless you go and subscribe for a full membership. With a membership, you'll have access to your own profile for our private social media area. You'll have access to our group chats and our group pages. You'll have access to our live streaming area with the built-in chat. And you'll have access to our advanced messaging system with the ability to text, call, video call, group text, group call, group video call, and the ability to upload all versions of digital media, so MP3s, MP4s, slideshows, documents, whatever it is you would like to share with everyone, you have the ability to do that. jeffmaclive.com is the home of the hooligans, so definitely go join up right now. All right, hooligans, it is that time again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. I'm going to read through the chat really quick, and then we're going to wrap this up. I should be live later for gaming. It probably won't be till 10 o'clock, I don't think. We'll see. I don't know. I got to leave the house. I know that. I got to go outside, and I got to go cool off somewhere. But we will be gaming at some point tonight, I believe. And then tomorrow is Saturday, so we will have another Coffee with Hooligans tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I appreciate all of you guys. Happy Freedom Friday. I'm glad all of you were with me. Let's see. Just reading through chat really quick. Make sure everybody is good to go. Snooks, yeah, I think we're going to be gaming later tonight. I just don't know exactly what time quite yet. If you guys are interested in gaming, go on the link tree, scroll to the bottom. You'll see the Jeff Mac Gaming channel. Come hang out with us. Let's see. Daryl, that's a swell story. Yeah. Never deep-throated a grasshopper before, but you know, there's a first for everything. You guys are cracking me up. Moose Codes, you're welcome to send me an email if, you know, with some, why can I not think what some feedback. That's fine. I don't know why I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. Some sort of feedback. Either way, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being here. We'll be live again later tonight for gaming. We'll be live again for Coffee with Hooligans tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright. That's a wrap.